Well, it depends on what you call dating. I mean, there was some one night stands, but number I have no idea. I would say a lot, a lot, a lot.
Be good, don't worry about nothing, don't worry about nothing, nothing now, it's all gonna be good. So breathe, you know you should, yeah, breathe.
Good morning, YouTube, from the Philippines. My name is Nolan Miller. I'm from the United States of America, currently living here in the Philippines and loving every minute of it.
And my name is Lynn, Lynn for short. And welcome to our first ever video on YouTube.
What?
Okay, here I am here to ask a couple of questions to my partner, my loving partner. And first, we start about regarding Philippines culture and people. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
First, why you choose Philippines?
Well, choosing the Philippines was something that was a religious thing. I actually came here as a missionary, so it was a religious basis on why I came here. But as time went on, I kind of went away from the religious aspect of it, and I got to the point to where, well, whether I was going to stay or go back home. But then I just looked at the life here as a foreigner, actually from the U.S. I could live a much more fulfilling life based on the amount of money that I was getting than I can in my own country. So initially it was religious, but then it turned into just economic, and it made more sense to stay here than to go back home, because it would have been really tough back home, and here I could live very well here. That's my answer.
Yeah. So you love it here?
It's very nice here. I enjoy being here.
That's good. Second is, did the Philippines meet your expectation, or you formed different reality regarding?
I really never had no expectations, although I did study the Philippines 5 years before I actually came, and I connected with some people to where I communicated on a weekly basis, even connected with a church here, and became really good friends with the pastor, and communicated weekly, and even sent money here to help the ministry that they were working in. So that's it.
So,
What was the question?
what do you think Filipino people?
Filipino people are very loving, respectful, good-hearted people. Just as a foreigner, they see you and their eyes light up, and they're willing to speak to you and cater to you if you need some help. The people are very good, loving, and respectful people. I love the people here in the Philippines.
Very friendly.
Very friendly, very helpful, and very good people.
And what is your biggest culture shock?
Mm.
Since you're here for 15 years now.
It's almost 16, I think 16 now. I'm coming up on 16 or 17. Culture shock, I guess, is just, it took a while getting used to the brownouts where the power automatically goes off. I was wondering the first half, like, what's going on? Did they pay the bill? Because back home, you don't lose power unless it's a huge storm or something, or you don't pay your bill. But here, sometimes you just cut it off for whatever reason, and sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's more. So it took a while to get adjusted to that. That was really tough, because mentally I was just trying to understand, well, the bill's paid, why are they cutting off the electricity? So it's just another one of the customs and culture here that's drastically different from what I was brought up in.
Do you understand mouth pointing? What is your reaction at first?
I think it first happened, I was in the mall or something, or in a grocery store, I'm not sure which one, but I asked where something was at, and they kind of went,
Like that, like this. Where is the, like that? Where's,
yeah,
over there?
over there. And I kind of went like, at first I was like, what the hell's wrong with these people?
What is?
And not just the mouth pointing, the other thing was the pointing. Where is such and such? Oh, it's over there,
Oh.
over there. And that kind of irritated me, because over there where? And a couple times I asked in the grocery store, and the person and I thanked them for it, took me and showed me where it was, to where what I was looking for, where exactly it was at, rather than just pointing in a direction. Because, you know, unless you give specific, when you're pointing, say over there by such and such, near
Just
this,
over there.
just over there. Like, okay, over where? It's like, I'm thinking, so it takes an adjustment, but you know, now I'm kind of used to it, so I kind of just laugh when they do it. So.
Okay, thank you for that. We move into safety and concerns. For you, is it safe to live in the Philippines as a foreigner?
Well, of course, there's areas you want to avoid, but for the most part, you know, as a foreigner or anybody, I feel very safe here. I actually feel safer here than I do in my own country. For the most part, you know, as long as you respect other people and you don't cause a scene and be disruptive or anything like that, you're not going to have any problems here. People are not going to single you out and try and mess with you, because if you're doing everything right and you're respectful and living the right way, you know, ain't nobody going to bother you.
Have you ever had biggest challenges here?
Ever had what?
Biggest challenges.
Biggest.
What are your biggest challenges?
Biggest challenges. I guess the biggest challenge here was when I first came is patience. Patience, because a lot of times
System here.
in the grocery store you could be standing in line waiting and somebody will just come up and stand in front of you. And a couple times I just kind of went off and I was like, oh, you don't see me standing here, but now but now I've learned a lot more patience in dealing, or for instance, you go in the grocery store and there's, say, 8 cashier lines, 8 cashier area where cashiers can be set up, but you only have 2 open, and the place is packed, and it's you know, so the mindset there is, okay, you can see if you're the on-call manager or you're on-call manager, you can see that, okay, they're getting backed up, so you need to open another cashier. So stuff like that, but I've learned to be a lot more patient.
So not that big a challenge. Okay, now we're ready for question about dating.
It's all gonna be good. Don't worry about nothing.